Hola Aquariuses, welcome to your February love reading, the month of love. This is a general love reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Rates, info, and email are below. Send me an email. We can go ahead and set that up. I'll get to everything else as we go through the reading. So, Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Aquarius's love, February 2020? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to the divine? Any messages that you have for Aquarius's greater good would be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. What do you see for Aquarius's for love, February 2020? Okay, can you please show me general love energies prior to February for Aquarius's? We have the Ace of Swords in the upright. Okay, I wanted to mention that I usually leave a link below for, and I am this time, for what your love interest is thinking or feeling, whether it's a crush, a current, or an ex. But I'm also leaving an additional link below. I'm going to see how it goes this month. It's for how to move on, because some of you, I feel like you're in limbo and you're not moving on. So we're going to do a reading. So whether you want to know what your ex is thinking or you want to move on, either way, maybe you want to do both. Just click on the link below. It'll take you to that reading in Vimeo. Okay. Love energies for February 2020. We have the Temperance card in reverse, the card of Sagittarius, if that resonates. Also, my 2020 Sun Moon readings are up. Check those out. They're on my playlist, or my 2019 Sun Moon readings. Ask me a question on Instagram. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below. Yep, I had a lot of green tea today. I'm feisty. Okay. King of Cups in reverse. That is for how you will move on from this reading, depending on when you see it, or how you will move out of February and into March, how you will transition, I like to say. So, start off with the Ace of Swords. Full steam ahead. I feel like you had a previous relationship. You're done with it. You've cut it out of your life. You have a very clear direction in regards to where you're going to go. And I'm not necessarily wondering if it's you have your eyes on somebody rather than what you want to focus on. And what you want to focus on is truth. You don't want any of the crap in there. You don't want any of the bullshit in there. You want somebody to just, is a straight shooter, okay? Some of you could be considering a new relationship, but I think it's what you want to demand from your next relationship is what kind of crucial. And you're not going to go into it with a dum-dum either. You weren't planning on going into it as a dum-dum, because the Ace of Swords is highly intelligent, highly wise, real smarty pants, okay? So, you were kind of deciding, you know what, I'm not gonna settle here. I'm gonna know exactly what I'm getting into. And the Ace of Swords is also like this confidence that you have, because you triumphed over something that you kind of cut out of your life. You were victorious and you feel powerful as a result. So whatever crabby thing you had in the past, you're like, cut it out of your life. Very cathartic. Let's move the hell on. And I'm not gonna have blinders on. I'm gonna see exactly what kind of path or exactly who this person is that I get into a relationship with next time. But insert ellipse. We have the Temperance card here in reverse. As I said, that's the card of Sagittarius, if that resonates for some of you. I'm kind of feeling as though you do end up running into somebody in the month of February. I'm feeling like it is in an atmosphere where you kind of went out and you overdid it. Maybe you drank too much and you were a little over the top. It doesn't necessarily have to be drinking, but just, lush is the term I'm looking for. It just really kind of doing whatever, to excess, whatever that was, in whatever manner it was, okay? And I feel like this is when you encountered this person. I don't feel like you were the most balanced when you encountered them. I don't really feel like you were in the most positive state of mind or positive when you met them. And I feel like this connection is made, okay? So I almost feel like you kind of lost your focus in February, either due to the environment you were in, or the person that you met while you were in the environment you were, that's up to you, whatever your situation, however that resonates. And once you're kind of in it, you're in it. And moving out of February, you're realizing this is not the one, okay? This person is starting to display actions that are not favorable. It's not a good look. For some of you, it could be somebody that drinks a lot, like a teetotaler. I gotta look up what that means, a teetotaler. They really aren't kind of grounded when it comes to their emotions. They're kind of all over the place. They're super immature. You might be seeing a lot of red flags in regards to their mood. They might have mood swings. They might have a habit of kind of, blaming other people for things, not having ownership, which is also about being emotionally immature. But what I'm kind of getting here in regards to this is that you're really feeling uncertain about this. It's kind of like, oops, what did I get myself into? Okay. So, I mean, I think you're having regrets. You had the best of intentions here, but I just feel like you got sucked into something there. Why is the Ace of Swords here for Aquarius's love? Love for February 2020. Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. I didn't like that shuffle. I'm going to do one more. Why is the Ace of Swords here in the upright? Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. We have the Justice card in reverse. Some of you might have gone through a divorce. As a result, you were suffering monetarily, really trying to make ends meet, trying to restore balance back to your life. The divorce or the judgment, because we have the Justice card in reverse. This divorce, this judgment, whatever it was, kind of didn't go in your favor. And I think like it affected you financially. So, that often happens with divorce, or, maybe it's a child support issue, or maybe somebody moved out of where you were living, and that's really putting a strain on you financially, and you're really kind of trying to do whatever you can to kind of make ends meet. And I see the King of Swords here in reverse, which is the opposite of what we're talking about, the Ace of Swords. This individual who just was a dishonest person, always trying to convince you of something or conning you of something. Mind games are always going on. They really kind of use their mental power, their intellect, their dishonesty to kind of get you to do their bidding. So that's why you kind of decided, okay, I'm done with this. I don't want anybody remotely like this, and I'm going to cut this person out of my life and move forward. Is what I'm kind of getting. Why is the Temperance card here in reverse for Aquarius? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Temperance card in reverse for Aquarius. I mean, I don't know if you went out to blow off some steam and encountered this person. Yeah, at first they seemed like they were an answer to your prayers. I think you did. You went out to blow off some steam, or you ran into them and you kind of thought, you know what? This is someone who thinks very much like me. Initially, okay? And I don't want to keep on saying you guys are drinkers. I don't kind of want to go there. Something was done in excess. I don't know what that is. Maybe some of you were sleep deprived or whatever. I just feel like you weren't in the right state of mind. And when you met this person, you were just kind of like, oh my God, this is what I need to kind of move on from this crap. This is what I was looking for. This is someone that can help me recover from this. This person's going to help me like come out of this crap that I kind of been through. They're going to be a good thing. And the Hierophant here, which is the card of Taurus, but I'm feeling like the two of you really have a lot in common. This person thinks like you. Maybe they have the same goals. They're traditional too. So they kind of, they're telling you, oh, I want to get married someday. I want to find, the right one, and kind of telling you all this stuff that you're all about. We have the Chariot card here in reverse, which is the card of, Cancer, and this is where I feel like the red flags are coming up. Okay, and it happens during the month of February. Like, yeah, you're all about it. You thought whatever, and then you start seeing things like, maybe this person. One of the things is they're trying to kind of make things go their way. So, when you came in to this, everything was great, and now all of a sudden, maybe you state a need or something that you want, and this person's like, No, like for instance, so I want to go to this coffee shop on this corner here that just opened up, and they're like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to go to the Starbucks that I usually go to, and just kind of like matter of fact, like drop that, and you're like, okay, well, maybe we could go to this coffee shop another time, and they just keep driving, don't say anything. So you're just starting to get this sense that this is going off track, that they're kind of trying to control this or trying to steer things their way. And I feel like that's where you're starting to get like the first red flags. After is when things, I think, blow up a little bit. You really start kind of seeing a temper, okay, is something you might see. I don't know why I didn't mention that. The Temperance card's in reverse here. They have a bad temper. I think you started to see it in February, and then it's full blown going out of February, and likey. Why is this King of Cups here in reverse? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the King of Cups for Aquarius. My daughter's an Aquarius. I mean, she's only 12, but I'm always wondering like how this middle school drama relates to her. Usually it's just a friend or something, but okay, Queen of Swords in the upright, the Four of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay. So so not only are they kind of like turning into a whack job, and you're like, okay, well, things aren't adding up here. I don't know if I like this. I don't feel comfortable around this. So you as the Queen of Swords, you're like, okay, what's going on here? This is not the same person that I met. And you're kind of saying to them, what is your deal? I feel like you approach them and say, I don't have time for this. So, if you're going to, give me the truth, I don't need to have this in my life. Okay. If you're going to waste my time, if you're going to act foolish, exit stage right. And you're really thinking with your head. You're like, nothing about this is adding up with this person. It just got weird. I'm not okay with this. And they're not telling you anything. So they're kind of, with the Four of Cups, they're just kind of not. Remember how I said, like, you say something and then they just like keep on driving? So they're not saying anything. They're just not sharing their feelings, not being responsive to you wanting to communicate, and kind of, you're asking them direct questions and they're kind of like, oh yeah, what are you talking about? So they're not really sharing. They're not really like acknowledging things. And they are kind of saying, well, what are you talking about? Things are fine. We don't need to change things. If it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? But they're shady. So that they're doing stuff. That, I mean, I can't put my finger on what it is, but this is like this Shady McDady card. I mean, this is somebody who, they definitely aren't the most honest. And they're doing stuff behind your back. I think it's more like they have a hidden agenda. You fit into their plan somehow, and they're not tuning you into kind of what it is. And they're being really sneaky about it. But whatever it is, you're not comfortable with it. You don't like that, like the power has shifted. And I feel like you definitely approach them with it, but they're just like poo-pooing it, like, oh, okay, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. But the red flags are there, okay? Okay, that's what I have for you guys. Click on the link below, the 1 or 2 links I'm leaving. The one is what's your love interest thinking you're feeling, whether it's a crush, a current, or an ex. And the other one is how do I move on, okay? And there's going to be, we'll do a spread on that, and then we'll try to, if you want to get out of something, we're going to talk about how you're going to get out of that via the cards. Check out my 2020 Sun Moon readings, my 2019. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below. And otherwise, thank you for your support. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.